Hey everyone, welcome to my channel where I am putting the content around multiple cloud platform and how you can learn, as well as especially if you are planning to appear for any certification exam. I am trying to share the content, how you can prepare and what kind of resources you can utilize for your preparation for those exams which I have appeared. And this video is around the second part of exam which is required for Microsoft Azure Solution Architect expert level, which consists of two exams. So in March I appeared for the first part, which is the code name is AZ300, and 2 days ago I appeared for AZ301. So I will drop the link for the AZ300 in the description. Feel free to follow that video also, and do subscribe to my channel. It is always support for me to get motivate and create more and more content around cloud platform. So let's start with our this exam understanding. So keep in mind that this exam is going to remove from the catalog by end of September, and the newer version is going to available from today. The date is 29th of June 2020. And because the cloud services are getting mature, change, so Microsoft also following a pattern of refresh their exam. So the newer version of this exam is code name as AZ304, which is going to be available, as I mentioned, from 29th of June. But if you already preparing for this AZ301, so you can take that exam till end of September. Again, the exam will be valid if you pass this, so don't worry on that. But if you are going to start from scratch, then I recommend to see the newer version of both exams. So the newer exams are AZ303 and AZ304, which will give you the title of, after passing both exam, that Microsoft Azure Solution Architect Expert. So let me share about AZ301. So one quick question I am getting, that which exam should I need to take first? This is a common question. So let's try to understand that. So AZ300 is more on the implementation perspective. Keep remember, it's more into if you know how to implement all those nitty gritty, maybe blades and what options will you can found where in the portal. And if you are PowerShell guru or CLI guru, that is for sure you will feel that exam is much easier. This AZ301 or AZ304, this is mainly focused on the consulting side, or how, first of all, how you are going to qualify any opportunity that workload is going to migrate to Microsoft Azure. So it is more into from the consulting perspective, from the project management perspective, from qualifying the opportunity, identifying the risk metric, and what kind of solution you need to design, what kind of services can be included to design your solution. Keep remember, there is something known as 6R of cloud migration, which consists of rehost, replatform, refactor, retain, retire, repurchase. So you need to understand that how and what technology will fit, and how time, cost, what kind of budgetary thing, what kind of security aspect, everything from the consulting perspective it need to be covered. I really appreciate Microsoft, like they break this expert level exam into two different exams. One is covering the pure implementation perspective, this one is covering purely on the design and consulting perspective. So if you ask me which exam need to be take first, I will suggest go for AZ301 or AZ304, which is a newer version of this exam, because I believe this exam is much easier than the implementation part. I also appeared for AZ300. I found it is bit tough and bit tricky, and this AZ301 is much easier. So the same thing, if you are really into the consulting, not too much of hands-on, then put your effort to do AZ301 or 304, because it will boost your confidence. It's not that just only passing the exam, because again this is expert level exam. So I'm going to talk about like what kind of question you can expect. So I recommend to start with this design level exam rather than the implementation. Again, if you feel really very strong in implementation, that's your choice, but if you ask me, I will go with the design level first and then implementation. So this is about my first thought of this exam. So let's go to the kind of content which you really need to prepare for this exam. So first of all, purely everything is not technology. There are super awesome technology, good services available, but you need to understand apart from that the first level of discussion. Let's say you are going to drive any discussion with any CXO or maybe IT head of any organization for the migration perspective. Take this as a scenario. So you really need to know what kind of information you need to gather from the network perspective, from their existing infrastructure perspective, from their user accessibility perspective, for their any compliance, for their any SLAs. So those all will be the first step to gather the information and then think that whether this is doable, qualifiable, what kind of budgetary thing a customer need to prepare. Think that kind of mindset first, and then surely this exam will be much easier and you will get all those topics relevant, because each and every topic is connected with each other. There is not like that only if we talk about a virtual machine, that virtual machine is only a solution. It is connected maybe with Azure Active Directory is a core thing, then subscription, resource group, you need to know about NIC, which is a virtual network interface card, because virtual machine is going to be part of a VNet. You need to know that how the VNet, where the NSG or network security group work. So make your mindset like that and then start preparing for this exam. So the first topic will be on the qualifying the opportunity, or how or what kind of questioning or probing you need to know for qualifying a lead. That obviously I can say come with the experience. Again, I would like to say, if you are a student, and yes, you can be a very good in understanding, but I again say recommend not to appear for this exam if you are fresher. Even if you are having only a 1 year of hands-on experience, don't think that this exam will give you the instant growth, because this exam really covering from the consulting perspective, and this track is overall considered as the expert level, which is really a one reputed and valuable track. So for the student as well as maybe a very newbie into the Microsoft Azure, don't plan this exam. It's my advice not to waste your time. It's not only about technology. Until unless you have not really worked with customer, do the migration, you will be not able to figure out what kind of probing is required to gather the information and qualify the lead. The next step is the topic which is really make you very confused in the exam. It is around Azure Active Directory. Again, it's a vast topic. Couple of tips quickly I want to give. Keep remember what is the difference between P1 and P2. These are the different SKUs or licensing model for Azure Active Directory, and also EMS suite, Enterprise Mobility Suite, which will be come as like E3 and E5 kind of a plan. So let me tell you, in P1 you will get conditional access as well as password protection. This is the two, I can say, features of Azure Active Directory. Explore more on that, and the resources which I am going to share, you will learn from those resources also. And then in P2, especially identity risk policy, that is a feature, and another thing is PIM, privilege identity management. So try to understand, maybe try to memorize, like in which SKU which features are available, because question will play around that. The same with in E3 of EMS suite or EMS subscription. If it is EMS E3, then Azure AD P1 SKU is already included in E3. Keep remember. And if it is E5, then Azure P2 license or subscription is included with E5 of EMS subscription. It can be a bit confusing, but try to memorize, try to write it on paper and play, and then explore. So if you understand all these things, couple of questions I am telling you, it will be much easy to understand, and you need to know where the Azure B2B feature will fit best and where B2C will fit best. So this is about the Azure Active Directory area. You need to know about the relationship between Azure Active Directory to Azure subscription. So an Active Directory can contain multiple subscription, but a subscription will be part of, or it is attached with a single Azure AD at any point of time. And there is something known as management groups is a new feature. So you need to know that. Again, scenario can come into picture that multiple subscription required, which is having the same kind of policies which is defined at an initial level, rather than everything doing manually, how you can replicate or do the via the automation. So such kind of things from the Azure, from the management subscription perspective, is required to understand to appear for this exam. So this is just my badge, and let's go for this exam page. And here you can see this AZ304 is available from June 29th, and if you are already planning down the line in, let's say, next 1 month, then I will recommend sit for AZ301. Don't think 304. I will also plan to appear for AZ304 and 303 in coming months, but I already completed this track, and I will try to see and make near future a video the difference between all these and what you can expect from the newer version of exam. So again, stay tuned, subscribe to the channel. So next topic will come to the cost part. You need to know how the cost work. Quick tip here is know the hybrid benefit. Hybrid benefit is the licensing, because Windows operating system comes with the licensing cost. And keep remember, Microsoft Azure is the only provider who is giving the capability to migrate your existing Windows operating system license on VM. Again, I'm saying it's on VM. Other providers, there you need to opt for dedicated host or some other where you can see the physical CPU socket info. But in Azure, the benefit is because it's their homegrown operating system. So this is Windows license hybrid benefit, Azure hybrid benefit. So keep remember in which case it can apply. You can read the article. That will also try to trick you in some question I found in the costing part. Know about the difference, like in which services the reserve instances work, and how you can optimize the cost, what kind of features are there. Maybe it can be Azure Advisor, or how you can figure it out, like where you can save the cost. So cost is small part, but I believe if you understand it, it will be a good scoring opportunity for cost, because this exam, few questions I found much easier, much straightforward, and some questions are really tricky, and there you really need to have your own thought process and sense of that for a customer, how you are going to drive their Azure migration or Azure adoption journey. So let's go to the next topic, which is around databases. You really need to know the logical difference between the SQL data, Azure SQL database and Azure SQL Server. At which level, which option fit, maybe the networking, firewall, maybe some kind of data auditing. So study about that, play in the console, try to play, so you will get the idea. In data, I would like to talk something known as Azure Data Factory. Keep remember, Azure SQL is not a full-fledged SQL which you run on your virtual machine or your on-premises. Some feature like SSIS, so this is SQL Server Integration Services, these are not available on Azure SQL version of database service in Azure. Then you can use ADF, this data factory, so to do some kind of integration work. So explore data factory. Surely there will be some tricks on the migration strategy, because it works like a data movement pipeline. You can connect multiple sources to the multiple target, and some kind of data movement will happen. So keep remember Azure Data Factory. I am expecting that such kind of topic in much mature way in the newer version of exam, because these are the key aspect of any design strategy, any migration project, or a roadmap for any customer. And another topic, very quickly, about Cosmos DB, which is again their out of the box Planet Grid, NoSQL database. Know what kind of APIs are supported, like SQL, MongoDB compatible, Cassandra, all those. And there are 5 type of consistency level. Know about like the differences. It will help you to score or mark couple of questions quickly. And then know the storage part, where the blob general purpose 1, general purpose 2 will fit, and how it will help you to design your solution. Know about which level the archive will work and which level the cool tier will work. What are the different if and buts around these storage tiers. It will surely come in a heavy way, and I believe I found that storage questions are much trickier than any other key area which I found in this exam. So remember about the storage database. And then coming to the compute, again, we know all are playing with virtual machine, but here little bit know about in which way the VM scale set work, and how you can design maybe more secure internal communication or kind of HPC kind of clustering for virtual machines. Not big one, I don't find too much question, around 3 to 4 question around compute area. But again, this is something everyone is doing, because virtual machine is a key essential, or maybe a first step for any migration if we follow the rehost and replatform category of 6 hours of cloud migration. So know about compute, know about how to design highly available. That is where you need to know how the actual physical Microsoft Azure is designed. Not every region is supporting availability zone. Keep remember, not every region is supporting availability zone. Know the difference between availability set and availability zone. So if you know, then you will be able to design. And then you need to know that if you want to design multi-region compute design, how you can make sure that single entry point. Know about the feature of Azure front door as well as the traffic manager. Surely the trick is there in a few questions. It's a mix of compute as well as the networking side, but know the difference of Azure front door as well as traffic manager. And then know about the site recovery, ASR, Azure site recovery, as well as Azure backup. Both are coming natively or first class citizen on Microsoft Azure platform. So know the difference, what will fit best. Site recovery, again, it is for maybe automated failover to the different region. Backup, again, for the long term. Site recovery, maximum you can go to last 72 hours. But for the backup, it can be maybe for few years. You can set up your again criteria for that industry standard is GFS, grandfather, father and son kind of strategy for daily, weekly, and there are some snip will be in the exam. From the questions you need to find like what kind of policy it is signify. So keep remember, don't forget about site recovery and backup services. Know the key difference. These kind of topic, I can say these kind of topic will build your confidence to it will take you to pass and crack this exam easily. But if you miss this, surely I can say the basics need to cover about any cloud design and any cloud solutioning. So, and the last topic is around monitoring. Know bit about application insights. It can work with multiple services, especially the app services. Keep remember, and in app services, know the different plan. You need to know the bit difference about which plan will fit and what kind of features it will provide. Especially there is something known as isolated plan. So know about like what kind of feature it can give you. And few, I can say maybe I found it is again depend upon a geography. I got around 49 question. One of my friend, he also appeared for the exam. He got 48 question, and he got 2 case studies. I got only 1 case study, which consists of 4 question, and apart from that 45 questions as a MCQ, and some are related to maybe 1 or 2 kind of scenarios. So depend upon your geography. I found like it's a difference, and maybe it depend upon a day how Microsoft or Pearson is delivering the exam. And there is no lab in this exam as of now. In AZ300, yes, it was consist of around some lab task, but this exam is purely MCQs, drag and drop, and all those, even yes no or true or yes no kind of question. But really I found a very tricky question. It's not that answer is yes or no, but how you will understand and grab the scenario. So keep remember. So about this exam, I found like, again, overall my experience is this exam is much easier. If I compare it with other cloud platform for their professional level, my rating is something like GCP exams are much easier. Their pro architect I sat for even beta, much easy exam. Then after that I will go with Microsoft Azure. It's like a okay kind of type, that bit trick is there, but if you really know the basics, it will be easy job to crack this both exams. And the AWS professional level, yes, I really appreciate the AWS people who design the exam. It is bit lengthy, again not the toughest, but bit lengthy. So the question size are much longer, the statements are much longer, as well as the options are much longer. But in Microsoft exam you will find again some drag and drop, where you need to design some sequence of options, that what kind of steps you need to follow, and then yes no kind of thing. And I can say the case study is a much important thing. Read the case study, questions are straightforward if you really read the case study and if you know what can fit best. So guys, that's about the exam, and let me share some resources with you. So I recommend to subscribe to this channel. I will drop a link in the description also. So Adam is the MVP for Azure, and he started this channel Azure for Everyone. I would like to show he really created the awesome videos which is covering lot of area in much deeper. If you don't focus on his data track if you are not feeling comfortable with data, but few videos are really helpful. I watch it regularly. Every Tuesday he posted a video, so I watch most of his videos, and it will really help you to understand, make your concepts more clear. Again, as it's a YouTube free resource, watch it and surely make some notes while watching. And another thing is Pluralsight. That is the platform which I am using to learn about Microsoft Azure, and I will drop this link also. So this is the full-fledged path which consists of multiple courses, and again there you will know that how you can learn and know about how you can qualify the opportunity. Here you can see how the requirement gathering, about the identity security, data platform solution, business continuity. And Pluralsight is free to sign up for Azure tracks. Just search Pluralsight Microsoft, you will find that link. From that you don't need to put any payment information, you can sign up and you can follow the Azure tracks at free of cost, and it is, I believe, valid till 2025, which is maybe around 5 years from now. So go enjoy, but again make sure follow only single resource. If you already learning from some different platform, it's okay. Don't think that if this is free then you need to follow that, maybe some tens of hours of course of whatever your choice of platform, or for trainer, your favorite trainer. If you have not purchased or invest anything on any training, then I suggest again Pluralsight is really awesome. I am using Pluralsight from couple of years, and I have no doubt they have a best content in the market. So you just have a look, try to learn, try to do practice. Again, watching a course is only maybe 30-40% of preparation, because maybe what we usually do, watch a course as quickly we will appear for the exam, so few things in our memory. But if you really work on platform, that is a long-term goal, because passing exam is a one thing, it will not give any super duper thing or growth quickly. But if you really know that how you are going to leverage the power of your certification, that is where the whole value lies. So keep remember guys, plan, prepare. If you are into the quick move, then go for AZ301 right now, and then 300 video is already on channel. I will drop link in the description. And if you are planning, if you can wait or if you are going to start, then go for the newer version. Maybe just see from the website what are the different, the syllabus is already published. So I found some change in the some weightage change from the previous to the newer version. I again, as I mentioned, that I will plan and I will appear for exam in coming weeks and month. So stay tuned. Again, all the best for your exam, for your certification journey, as well as your learning. Feel free to share your experience if you already appear or if you are planning to appear, and you can reach out to me. I will try my best to respond as soon as possible, and you can share about my channel in your circle. So take care guys, and happy learning.